Hey y'all, Rebecca here for the next episode of the Quintuple M, the Monday Mr. Money Mustache Motivation. If you're new to me and my channel, my name's Rebecca. I'm here on YouTube and I'm showing y'all how I am reaching financial independence. On Mondays, I like to share my favorite financial independence blogger with y'all, Mr. Money Mustache. And I pick a blog post from his website, we read and discuss in the comments below what we liked about the post or what we don't like about it. I don't always agree with what Mr. Money Mustache has to say, but in general, I love his sense of humor and his take on things when it comes to the FIRE movement. So we'll jump into this one. This blog post is from January 9th, 2012. Link to this blog post is in the description box below. This one is titled, "You Can't Cure Obesity with Bigger Pants." I think that's a factual statement. Let's see what he's getting at with this one. I was stumbling through my living room the other day, catching my feet on various building blocks, puzzle pieces, and a tangle of fishing line that had previously been used to suspend our homemade space station from the second floor balcony, when the thought occurred to me, damn, I sure wish this house wasn't such an enormous mess. Mrs. Money Mustache must have read my mind because right then she joked, "It looks like we really need to hire a house cleaner." All of us know this was said in jest because, come on, Mr. Money Mustache would not be seen outsourcing his floor sweeping even if he had wealth 100 times greater than Warren Buffett's bridge playing group. But just for a second, the idea seemed comforting. You see, we've been busy lately. I did a push to finish the carpentry work on the foreclosure project. We went away on vacation for part of the holidays, and Mrs. M has been sucked into some honorable but rather draining work, helping out her parents with a worker shortage in their family business. This means that nobody has been cleaning up the house for the last few weeks and things have gotten crazy. Relatable. But instead of masking the problem with a house cleaner, we left it there to stare us in the face to remind ourselves that there is indeed a problem. Wake up, Mustache family. You've overcommitted yourselves, and it's time to scale things back to become more reasonable. Every day should include some time for peaceful reflection and reading, exercise, cooking good food, and a good night's sleep. If you scoff at this idea because your life is far too busy to allow it, let me put it this way. Every person who is trying to saw through a 20-foot thick tree trunk by hand needs to take time to occasionally sharpen the saw blade when it gets dull. But I'm too busy to sharpen the saw, you say. Okay, fine. You keep sawing with that dull, toothless saw, and I'll take a rest while I sharpen mine, and we'll see who gets through first. Hint, it will be me. So we made some adjustments to our lifestyle, and today I had time to do a wonderful cleaning and reorganization of the whole main floor of the house. It's beautiful again, and my whole schedule is opened back up to include more free time. Our next example is a 30-something man who's busy advancing his office career. His metabolism isn't automatically keeping him slim anymore like it did at age 18, and he doesn't have time to exercise. He has started to gain weight to the point that his favorite office pants are now getting tight at the waist. What's the solution? Does he buy bigger pants? This would solve the immediate problem of belly pinching and allow him to get on with more pressing matters like continuing to perform well at the office, right? My solution is the opposite. Put those damn tight pants on and keep wearing them. When they bite at you, it's a reminder to take the stairs instead of the elevator, eat a piece of grilled salmon instead of a chocolate bar and bologna sandwich, and to start walking and biking more. Those tight pants are your biggest ally in addressing the underlying problem. If you give them up, you'll be allowed to forget what the real problem is. Your lifestyle has become unhealthy and you're doing everything with a dull saw. My work uniform, since I do ultrasound for a living, is scrubs. And if you're in the healthcare industry, then you know how forgiving scrubs are. So yeah, when you start feeling your scrubs getting tight, then you know there's a problem. And there are so many more examples once you start to view your life this way. If you find it takes too long to get to your office by bike, you won't solve the problem with a car. The problem is not that biking is too slow, it's that you live too far from work. Keep biking to remind yourself of this, and the problem will solve itself, either through fitness or switching houses or jobs. If the stairs to your 20th floor office leave you out of breath, the solution is not an elevator, it's a stronger body that can get you up in a timely manner. Keep walking the stairs and the problem will be solved properly. If you find you don't have enough money to pay the bills or to afford something you really want, the solution is not borrowing the money. You have a problem of your wants not being aligned with your current financial reality. There are only two ways to fix this: earn more, or in many cases in wealthier countries, gain control of your wants and therefore your costs. That one just hit me like a ton of bricks, y'all. Since we just recently got Wi-Fi in this house and I have internet now, I am lusting really bad after a MacBook, and those things are not cheap. And when it comes right down to it, my financial reality is a big fat no right now. I still do have some debt that I'm working to pay off. I need to get my savings account back up from draining it having this medical procedure. I also have not started working on my Roth IRA yet for 2020. So yeah, the MacBook, it's gonna have to wait. That's my financial reality. On a bigger scale, when a city finds its road network overrun with automobile traffic jams, the solution is not to build more lanes for the traffic. The problem is that too many people are living somewhere that makes it easy to take a car to get to work. The solution is to reduce both the need and the incentive to drive. If the zoning allows plenty of housing to be built near the jobs and stores and the roads are left overcrowded and unexpanded, guess what choice they will start making more often? In all areas of life, embrace your problems. Solve the easy ones as quickly as you can, and for the more difficult ones, let them build up around you and stare into your face so that you can do battle with them like a real man or woman. Make no mistake about it, you can either have a good, honest boxing match with each of your problems and win eventually, or you can turn your back on them and they will walk over and punch you in the back of the head when you forget about them and start watching TV instead. If you keep your problems visible, you'll automatically keep your life from getting unnecessarily complicated. Oh yeah, I can't buy myself a horse for mountain trail riding because I don't have time to ride it. My time is already occupied by keeping myself in good shape. Hey, maybe I'll take up mountain trail walking instead. I can confirm, however, that horseback riding is great exercise. I used to do it when I was a teenager. I actually miss it. But again, financial reality, I know how expensive horses are, and that's not in the books either. Problems are often incorrectly thought of as our enemies, things to be avoided and warded away with credit cards, but really, they are our best teachers. Do you like learning? There's no better way to learn than to be forced to solve your own problems. Once you stop masking problems and truly realize that they won't go away until you solve them properly, you will find that you suddenly get serious about fixing them. And when it really comes down to it, all of the most serious problems of modern life are caused by not solving their precursors when they first come up. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, as they say. Because of all of this, I still have a fence that I've been planning to build for 3 years, and the vegetable garden went unplanted last year. I have not yet attained the Vin Diesel level of fitness that I promised myself back in the Health Equals Wealth article, and I'm not yet the drummer in a funk band, even though I deeply desire to be one. I'm far from perfect, but I leave all of these shortcomings out there staring me in the face and challenging me to get more organized. Every year I'm getting a little bit ahead, and so are you. I love this article. It is extremely motivating for me. I think most people in the financial independence retire early community would find this article motivating. I've noticed a similar thread running through the people that are in the FIRE movement, and that personality trait that we seem to have is extreme ownership. We like problems because we love to develop our critical thinking skills. The whole thought of being financially independent and retiring early bucks the whole traditional way of life. People in the FIRE movement, we just enjoy challenges so that we can figure out how to overcome them. We like to optimize. We take ownership of our problems so that we can better ourselves and better our financial lives. I could give you any number of examples looking back on my own life of taking a different path or a more difficult path in order to better my life, whether it's finances or otherwise. Actually, the very title of this blog post, "You Can't Cure Obesity with Bigger Pants." If y'all are new to my channel, you might not know that I actually used to be 300 pounds. That was, that person I no longer recognize. I had a weight loss surgery many years ago that has helped me get the weight off and keep it off, which I'm very thankful for. I've kept off over 100 pounds for almost 7 years now. So it was just another problem to overcome for me, and that's just one example in my life. Another financial example would be going back to college to get a second degree to change careers completely so that I could make a little bit of more money and be able to support myself a little bit better. And thankfully, the career that I have now, I do ultrasound for a living. It's a well-paid job. I'm not a six-figure earner by any means, but I have no doubt that I make enough that I should be able to reach this financial independence goal for myself. Being that I'm not a six-figure earner, reaching financial independence may be a little bit more of a challenge for me than other people, but that's okay. I own my own situation, and I will do my best to optimize it as much as I can to reach financial independence anyway. So y'all, let me know what you thought of this article down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from y'all. And if you enjoy Mr. Money Mustache, then I will link all of the Mr. Money Mustache motivation videos I have done at the end of this video. I'll see y'all next Monday for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.